Hi, my name is Norazrin binti Zubari from Polytechnic Engku Omar, Ipoh Perak. My metric number is 01 BMS 19F3045. My supervisor is Puan Husni Nazra binti Abu Bakar. My industry mentor is Encik Muhammad Ifi Idlan bin Muhammad Khairi. My title is Ocean Freight Comparison between Quotage Rate to Customer versus Actual Paid to Shipping Agent. Introduction. Foreign exchange rate is determined by the foreign exchange market, a market often open for currency trading continuously 24 hours every day except weekends. Every country manages the value of its currency through different mechanisms. It will determine the foreign exchange rate regime which apply to its currency. For exporters and importers and enterprises that deal on the foreign market is significant risk to consider. Problem statement. On average, the USD exchange rate charged by the logistics service provided are about 0.1 to 0.3 higher than what the prevailing rate indicated by the bank. Based on invoice, the variance for the difference in percentage is about 2% to 5% between B and M, stand for Bank Negara Malaysia published rate and supply USD rate. Objective: to analysis with the highest and lowest exchange rate that the charges for the carrier that frequently used in shipment, to identify the resource of exchange rate carrier. Scope: for reference of multimodal costs such as ocean freight rates, such as fees, various adjustment factor, rules, exemption, and inclusion as per the tariff set out by the carrier and seller. Methodology. I will show you the flowchart. For the starting, extract original data for FY21 GDM master data. Make sure the name of carrier categorized with the same name. Summarize the data by month. Fill out the blank carrier based on agent. Compile all month. Analyze the exchange rate based on carrier. We will email with agent and carrier, ask for resource the referring to which bank, currency, and country. Exchange rate charges based on the data vessel arrive at the port of loading, port of discharge, or the first calling and ending. This is a GDM master data that I mentioned before. Result and discussion. Exchange rate charges by the carrier. You can see the average of exchange rate invoice received by the carrier. Top 9. RCL, Hyperlock, CMA, CGM, Yang Ming, KTMC, Costco, OCL, EMC, Inter-ASEAN 9 on September 2020 until August 2021. So you can see the exchange rate by the carrier. Based on the graph, you can see the highest and lowest by the carrier. Separate by the quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. You can see on the quarter 1, the highest is a Hyperlock and the lowest is a Hyundai. For quarter 2, the highest is a RCL and then the lowest is a One High. For quarter 3 is the highest is a Hyperlock and the lowest is a OOCL. For quarter 4, the highest is a Hyperlock and the lowest is a One High. Resource exchange rate by the Malaysia Business and Finance News stock updates with the commercial bank published rate. Basically, many carrier will choose my bank for the resource of exchange rate following the principle, the Star, Reuters, Bloomberg, Citibank, and OCBC. Current status with the determined ocean rate in 2021. North America, Trans-Pacific head haul rates determined at the all-time highest ahead on the Chinese New Year holiday. with a carrier feeding to expect contract and guarantee slot only available at a cost considerably above quarter spot rate. Middle East, a civil conflict in Middle East are representative of the broken and failing region, since they are symptomatic of the nation failure to generate legitimacy and inclusive governance. Europe, the new Brexit extraction, on the other hand, will create considerable barrier to both European and worldwide commerce. Shippers will must still deal with the more paperwork, certification, and border procedure than in the past. South Asia, Southern Chinese port affected by the COVID-19 lockdown, Yantian, Shikow, Hong Kong, Nanshan, Hangzhou, are further impacting global bulk commerce and have experienced a considerable drop in container availability over the previous year. Conclusion and recommendation. According to economic theory, currency swing will eventually revert to the mean because cheap imported goods should stimulate demand, raising price. Aside the factors such as interest rates and inflation, the currency exchange rate is the one most important determinant of the country's relative level economic health. That's all for me. Thank you.